Garry, Paskwietz, and Darrell Rideaux here on Brian Kennedy Howard Jones Field. And Darrell, the Trojans getting ready for another big game coming up against Texas. Back-to-back games where you are going to need to be high and bring your best game. Talk about how you're coming off a big game against Stanford and really resetting things coming in for Texas.
Well, what's interesting is when you go up against the likes of a Stanford, you circle that game on the calendar, and that's that one game where you know you have to match wits and physicality. But this is a different type of opponent coming out of the Big 12. The Texas Longhorns. Hey, for me, it's been 10 years in the making for a game like this. Many of these players watched, grew up, emotionally were attached looking at the television. Now, for them, they have to summon the demons of the players from the past and really show up. So look for them to play at their best in the Coliseum and expect a nice showing from our crowd.
Let's talk about the USC offense against the Texas defense. Coming off of last week where the Trojans ran the ball beautifully. Love to see that. And Clay Helton talking about that being the identity of the football team moving forward. I love it. But when you're coming in to face Texas and you look over on that defense, Darrell, I look at that secondary and I see this is a day for Sam Darnold in the passing game to get it going.
And it's very easy when you go up against a physical team like Stanford in the previous week, having over 300 yards on the ground, to fall in love with the physicality of how your team is playing. But if this offense doesn't exploit the secondary and take advantage of a secondary that's given up some big plays, I think that they missed the boat. But look for Sam Darnold to have perhaps a prolific game through the air and attacking the likes of a cornerback like Chris Boyd for the Longhorns.
And then let's look over at the SC defense. A wonderful job last week, matching the physicality of Stanford in that offensive line. And really, Darrell, reestablishing that line of scrimmage is going to be key against Texas. A big 250-pound running back. We might see some three different quarterbacks back there. But you're saying there's some injuries on the USC defense that could impact communication back there, and that's important.
Yeah, and what Herman does well, head coach for the Longhorns, what he does so well is go up tempo and then pop you in the mouth with some physicality from the three-headed horseman coming out of that backfield. But look for USC to try to reestablish that line of scrimmage to take pressure off of perhaps a rotation within the linebacking core. What scares me most or concerns me most is in a loud house, how will the communication factor in when they're going up against a team that doesn't like to huddle? They line up, and oftentimes they will snap the ball before the end of 25 seconds.
Should be a lot of fun. USC in Texas brings back a lot of blue-collar football memories for all college football fans. For Darrell Rideaux, this is Garry Paskwietz. You're watching WeAreSC.